Semester 1 Final Review Practice Chapter 1 through 4. For question number 1, the parent function for gx negative 4 absolute value x minus 2 is absolute value function. So that's the option B. For number 2, if you're going to compare this with the parent function absolute value, then 4 in the front mean vertical stretch by 4. And negative 2 means 2 units down. Negative in front means that it's going to be reflected over the x-axis. For number 3, you're moving this graph 5 units left, it means plus 5 inside, and 6 units down means negative 6 outside. So that's the function right now. You're going to get x plus 5 minus 3, and that's the option D right here. For number 4, you're going to find the equation of this line, and I can see that the y-intercept is 700, and you can find the slope by 2 points, and 600 minus 200 over 1 minus 5, so that's going to be negative 100. So the option B is your answer. Question number 5. Compare the function fx x squared plus 3 with graph gx x squared minus 3. If we are going to move the gx to fx, means from x squared minus 3 to x squared plus 3, then we have to add 6 outside of the function, which means we are going to move the gx 6 units up. So we are going to get x squared plus 3. So move the gx 6 unit up is the option C. For number 6, if the two lines are parallel, then there is no solution. If the two lines cross at each other, then there is going to be one solution. And if two lines are same line, then there are going to be infinite many solutions. Number 7, I'm going to eliminate y. So I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 3 so that I can get here 9y, negative 9y and positive 9y cancel. So I'm going to add these two equations. So I get here is negative x equals negative 9. So x will be equal 9. I'm going to use equation number 2 to find x value. So I'm going to plug it in x as 9 into equation number 2 and solve for y. So negative 3y equals negative 15. Divide by negative 3, you get y equals positive 5. So answer is 9, 5. So for number 8, you're going to move this graph fx to 7 units up, so plus 7 outside, 5 units right, so minus 5 outside, inside. So new function is x minus 2 plus 3, that is gx. Plus minus 2 means move to the right 2 and up 3, and then you go 1 over 1, 2 by 2 to get the graph. Question number 9, we're going to compare the graph gx x minus 6 squared plus 10 with the parent function fx equals x squared. So this negative 6 inside means right 6 unit, and 10 outside mean up 10 units. So right 6 and up is option B. For number 10, the vertex is negative 3 comma negative 1. So it's going to be plus 3 minus 1, and then A is the option for parabola where the vertex is negative 3 comma negative 1. Question number 22, the answer for 22 matches with C. For 23, a minus b squared is A, the option A. And for the 24, so the answer is B. For 25, you're going to subtract two polynomials, so make sure you distribute the negative inside first and then combine the like terms. So x cubed plus x cubed 2x cubed, negative 3x squared, negative 5x squared is negative 8x squared, and 4x minus 2x is positive 2x, and the last number is negative 16. So the option is A. For number 26, you're going to factor the polynomial. So first thing you want to do with any polynomial, you're going to take the GCF out. GCF is that number that's going to divide each one of the term in the polynomial. So 2x is the number that divides each term. So the GCF is 2x. You get here 15x squared, 14x plus 3. For this expression, we are going to use the cross and box. So first number is 15 times 3, that's 45. And inside number will go on the bottom. Two number, when you multiply, you get 45. When you add them, you get 14 is 9 and 5. You make a box where the first term go here and then the last one go here. And then the founded number go into these places in any order. The GCF of the first row is 5x. 5x times 3x is 15x squared. 5x times 1 is 5x. And 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 1 is 3. Outer number makes two factor that are these ones. And then the 2x that we took out in the beginning will stay as it is. So the option is going to be letter C. So when you're going to divide this polynomial by the divisor 2x plus 5, you're going to multiply it by 2x squared so that you can get 4x cubed. So 2x squared times 2x is 4x cubed, 2x times 5 is 10x squared. Change the sign, this cancel. 4 minus 10 is negative 6x squared, negative 11x plus 15. Now you're going to multiply it with negative 3. So negative 3 times 2 would be negative 6x squared. Negative 3 times 5 would be negative 15. And then change the sign. You get here is 4x plus 15. That now you're going to multiply with 2. 2 times 2x is 4x. 2 times 5 is 10. Change the sign. 15 minus 10 is 5. So the formula is going to be quotient plus remainder over divisor. So that's your answer. Question number 11. Find the vertex of hx minus 3 squared plus 7. So the answer is going to be 3 comma 7. If you compare it with x minus h squared plus k, so the vertex is h comma k. So in this case it's 3 comma 7. For number 12, you're going to find the vertex of the equation that is given in a standard form. So you have to identify a, b, and c, and then apply the formula x equals negative b over 2a. So that's going to be negative 2 over 2 times 2, and x is 2. You're going to use this x and plug it in here to find the y. So that's going to be 8 minus 16 plus 7. And the y value is negative 1. So the point is going to be 2 comma negative 1. That's option D. For number 13, the path for the golf ball when it hit the ground is modeled by this equation, and we have to find the maximum height in feet of the ball in t seconds. We have to apply the formula that is x equals negative b over 2a by plugging it a as negative 16, b as 128, and we got the answer negative 128 divided by negative 32, negative negative cancel. So the time came out as 4 in seconds. You're going to plug this value back to the equation to find the height. And once we put that in, you get here negative 256 plus 512. So the maximum height came out as 256 at time 4 seconds. For question number 14, I'm going to multiply using FOIL method. So negative 3 times negative 6, 18. Negative 3 times negative 8 is positive 24i. 2i times negative 6 is negative 12i. And 2i times negative 8 is negative 16i squared. I squared is negative 1, so this becomes positive 16. Combine the like terms, you're going to get 12i. Now you're going to combine 18 and 16. That's going to be 34 plus 12i. We are going to add the like terms here. So 8 plus 1 is 9 and 3i minus 8i is negative 5i. So the option B is your answer. For number 16, you're going to divide the b or the center term by 2 and square it to complete the square. So the number that you're going to get is 81. And to write it in a perfect square, you're going to write x minus square root of 81, that's 9 square. So that's your answer. For number 17, the formula is negative b plus or minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. So 2a means this is a, that's 6, negative b. So the negative remain outside, the b is 3. 4ac means that the c is negative 2. Plug it in into the formula, you get the answer 6x squared plus 3x minus 2. That's D option. So for number 18, I'm breaking negative 63 as negative 9 times 7. Negative inside means that the I outside. So you're going to get here I. Square root of 9 is 3 outside. So you're going to get here is negative 12i square root 7. For number 19, you're going to isolate the square term. So you divide with 5 on both sides. And you're going to now take a square root on both sides. You get other side as plus or minus 11. Then plus 3 on both sides and divide by 7. I have a lot of sound coming out from the roof because we have a construction going on. But this was important to make a small video, so I'm still making the video on semester 1 final, so ignore the noise. Let's do number 20 right now, and then we are going to make this as x squared minus 5x minus 24 equals 0. Cross method. On the top it goes negative 24, on the bottom is negative 5. You're looking for two numbers. When you multiply, you get negative 24. And when you add them, you get negative 5. So those numbers are negative 8 and 3. Make the two factor, x minus 8, x plus 3 equal to 0. You're going to get two answers by plugging them equal to 0. Plugging the factor equal to 0 one by one. So x equals 8 and x equals negative 3. So that's going to be the option C right here. For 21, your A is 1, B is negative 4, and C is 18. And you're going to use the formula negative B plus or minus B squared minus 4AC. Plug it in B as negative 4 and A as 1, C as 18. You got here is 4 plus or minus 16 minus 72 over 2. This will give you negative 56, which we're going to break down as 4 times 14. And the negative comes out as I. So 4 times 14 means 2 outside for square root of 4 will come out as 2. And now this 2 will divide the 4 and get 2. This 2 will divide this 2 and you get I here. So anytime you have a number that is, you can divide these two, you have to reduce it and get the final answer.